And we have breaking information on that shooting tonight. We're confirming the victims are all between 46 and 73 years old. Their names now posted on our website.
We are also learning the gunman was in the Navy Reserves for nearly 4 years before becoming a Defense Department contractor. Here's the newest video. Officers at his in-laws' house in Brooklyn trying to learn more about his past. The suspect's brother-in-law just speaking out.
They just didn't see it coming. It's very hurtful. And their hearts are going out more to the victims, the people that got hurt, because, you know, there's more lives lost. We don't need that right now.
A question still unanswered tonight, whether Aaron Alexis was assigned to that military base in D.C. where he shot and killed 12 people. The FBI just announcing he is the only shooter and he had a valid pass to get in because of his contractor status.
We're also finding out he has been involved in past shootings in Seattle and Fort Worth. In the Seattle case, police say Alexis shot out a guy's tires, blaming an angered, fueled blackout. And in Texas, he allegedly discharged a gun in public. Eyewitnesses in Washington describe Alexis as a cold-blooded killer, randomly gunning down whoever was in front of him until he was shot and killed by police.
These people we lost today were patriots, were devoted parts of this Navy Marine Corps team, no less than those who wear the uniform and go into combat.
Tonight, 14 victims are recovering in hospitals, many of them still in surgery at this hour. And as of tonight, officials say they found no evidence pointing to terrorism. A prime theory is that Alexis had a grudge against the Navy, but the FBI is pleading with the public to come forward with any other information. And tonight we wanted to go a little more in depth on what security is like at naval bases like the Navy Yard.
Elizabeth Irwin spent time with a Navy veteran here in the Valley. He used to be stationed very close to that shooting scene. And Elizabeth, he actually says he's not surprised something like this happened.
He's really not, Stephen, Katie. In fact, he says you'd probably be safer at a mall than you would be at a military base. It's really shocking news that he says men and women defending our country aren't given the tools they need to defend themselves.
Anywhere that our Navy and our military is serving in uniform, they're in the front lines nowadays.
Dr. M. Zuhdi Jasser was a lieutenant commander in the Navy. Jasser spent time on naval bases around the world, including the Navy Yard, where the mass shooting happened.
There are very few naval personnel that don't at some point spend some time at the Navy Yard.
Jasser says security there and at other bases in the U.S. isn't as tight as you might think.
You know, we think of a military base as being a contained operation like a base would be abroad in an area near a conflict, but it really is not.
He says there are parts of bases that are secured, where you have to show ID to get in. But Jasser points out a contractor would have had no problem getting through, especially one determined to go on a shooting spree.
It is almost impossible to prevent that with our current security system.
Systems, Jasser says, leave most military personnel on base unarmed.
Unfortunately, we're finding that our military, other than the police, are unarmed. I mean, if you think about it, most states, many states in the Union allow us to carry protection, to carry a concealed weapon, and yet our military officers are not able to, our enlisted officers aren't able to. So.
And we checked, Luke Air Force Base has not put any additional security measures in place after today's shooting.
Certainly has a lot of people thinking about security, though. Thanks so much, Elizabeth.